The idea here is that a lot of people, prayer is such a dying art nowadays that a lot of people don't really understand how to pray.
That's right.
Praying techniques, the technology of praying, if you will.
There are very many different ways of praying, and well, we did a little bit of research, and
that's right. The question that someone asked me once was, they said, "Oral, what is the best way to pray? Should I pray with my hands in a steeple like this, or should I pray with my hands folded?" Well, I thought that this would be a prime question to begin our series of worshiping tips and hints, and so I did a little bit of research. I gathered some data.
I helped too.
Yes, of course. I didn't mean to belittle your accomplishment, your contribution, your work, the things you did. It was very good and very helpful, and I thank you. Yes, Isaiah was a very big help. I could not have done the work without Isaiah. Praise you, Isaiah.
Praise you.
And what we did was we took 100 people and we asked them to pray with their hands in a steeple. We took 100 other people and asked them to pray with their hands folded, and then we had a control group of another 100 people who didn't pray at all. And out of those people, the steeple people, 83 of them had their prayers answered, and out of the folding hands people, only 79 people had their prayers answered. And in the control group, there were only 14 people who had their prayers answered. So
that tells you that if you want to have an 83% chance of having your prayers answered, then you should pray like this when you're praying. And if you want a 70...
No, I think the answer here is clear, Isaiah. I think that this is a black and white issue, and there's no room for ambiguity here. The only correct way to pray, as shown by our data, by our research, which was statistically valid with a margin of error of 0.5%, is to pray with your hands in a steeple. If you do it this way, you're doing it wrong. You must pray this way. This is important. I can't say for sure what will happen to you when the time comes, when the bell rings, when you go up to the pearly gates and the judgment day comes and you have to say where you're going to go. I can't say for sure what's going to happen if you pray like this. You just better pray like this. That's all I can say.